Hello, my lovelies. It's Robbie Kunj here. I am coming to you from my home. This is the first of a group of webinars, so I'm going to just start off with explaining to you and showing you a little bit about what I do. I'm just going to link us up with Facebook now. So here we go. Yes. Okay. So we should be live. Hi everyone. Are we live? Hello everyone. Hopefully we're live and you can see me. And here I'm showing you, if you can see the screen, I'm showing you a screen of my webinar. So just let me know in the chat if you can see me and if you can see the webinar. This is the first time I've done this, so I'm a little bit not sure if you are seeing the webinar itself. So just let me know. Okay, so we're going to go through and I'm going to talk a little bit about what it takes to be a priestess of purpose. So this is the Priestess of Purpose initiation, and this is about how we can really bring out the best of ourselves in our purpose work online. So, Priestess of Purpose checklist for this soul-aligned and juicy as F presentation to express your inner vision. Now, what I've done is I've created a new type of integrative coaching called multi-dimensional integrative somatic life coaching, and that is a general overview of what I do. And so that will include all types of healing modalities, as well as coaching on how to develop a beautiful and abundant priestessing your business. So a beautiful, abundant, purpose-built, purpose-focused business that lights you up and helps you to really get your magic out there. So I'm wondering if you can see the screen. If you can, you'll see that this is really a creation to activate divinely led women to own their voice and live their own empowered life. So we're really getting you to create spirit-led offers that truly serve you and your clients. Obviously, you want to be working and healing and living in your truest self, as your soulful self, and expressing that out into the world in a way that really lights you up and also really captivates your audience. So you want to really bring towards you those that really you can serve, who you want to serve, who are soul aligned with your belief systems, with your morals, with your worldview, and bring them in and really express through who you are, through your whatever modalities that you use, really express that into the world in the best way that really captures your audience and is wholesome and nourishing to you. So this idea of bringing in our soul tribe is really critical and really important, and really it's what we want to do nowadays, especially, always throughout our existence. We want to be with those who resonate with us. And that is what happens by the law of vibration or frequency, the law of attraction. We attract to us that which we vibrate out into the world. So really this whole theme with working with me is to raise our vibration and to tune into our true self, to the super soul, to the real core of who we are, and be able to express that out into the world and to our ideal clients, calling in our soul tribe. Yay! So we want to create offers that really light us up, that we really feel, yeah, this is my soul's purpose. This is the way forward for me. This is exactly what I want to bring into the world, and to dream big and to really express ourselves fully and use all our skills and talents and divine yumminess to really uplift ourselves, uplift everyone around us, and especially uplifting our soulmate clients. Yay! So the next slide is about the next 2-day free event that will be coming up. So today's 2-day event is today and tomorrow. Is a healing vortex to activate the codes of goddess serenity and rise into divine feminine flow, unlimited creativity and prosperity. So we're always activating divinely led women to own their voice and live their own empowered life. So what does it mean by activating the codes of goddess sovereignty? What does sovereignty mean? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? Well, what it means to me is really, like I was just saying, really allowing us to work from this grounded, expansive self, which is our true self, our higher self, really allowing us to work from that place in the world so that we're no longer slave and subject and pushed down. We don't have our gifts and our creativity squashed by trying to fit into patriarchal, rigid, masculine roles within our lives and within our purpose work. So if we're feminine, we want to be working in a very divine feminine way that is balanced by the divine masculine, so that we really can flow our loveliness out into the world. No more suppressing and pushing down our gifts because they don't fit in with society's viewpoints of what a woman should be. And at the same time, really nourishing ourselves and giving us all that we need to really be the divine leader, the feminine leader, or if we want to take on whatever role we want to take on, archetype of the feminine, that we all are multi-dimensional beings, so that we express all of that, that we bring all of that together and we allow it to flow out of us without inhibiting ourselves in ways that are detrimental to that and detrimental to us really elevating and raising the vibrational frequency of ourselves and the planet. So yes. So the next slide says, bring out the best of yourself by activating your divine and sacred soulful voice and unleash your power, potential and purpose. So really this is key. So when we feel stifled, when we feel that we are pressured, many of us have been told over years that we must be a certain way, that we must act a certain way, that we must like a certain thing, that we must fit in, and that we should keep our true voice quiet. And that can be so detrimental in so many ways. It can create all sorts of illnesses and problems, especially with the thyroid. And our sacred voice, our sacred song the vibrational frequency that we give out into the earth, into the planet, into those around us, if we restrict it and we don't allow it to flow, it creates illness within us, and it also creates incompatibility with the frequencies around us or with our natural position, our natural constitutional position on this planet. So we all have a role to play here on planet Earth. And of course, naturally, women, we are the caregivers, we are the divine birth givers, we give birth to life. And at the same time, we also have many creative gifts with healing and creative practices that are very beneficial for our children, for each other, for the men on the planet, and for the planet itself. So we may be healers, we may be yoga teachers, we may be birthing doulas, we may be midwives, we may be anything you can imagine, artists, musicians, healers. I've already said healers, but healers is a really important one because many of us have really divine healing capabilities that we have suppressed since we were told when we were children that we were naughty or stupid or wrong for having them. So the idea is to really bring all of that out, to bring out your unique frequency, which we can express through the voice, and we can also express through multiple creative endeavors, and we can create it through our businesses. So we know that it's like the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the Iron Age, the age of Kali. In the Vedic scriptures, it describes that this age is very degraded in view of religious principles or behaviors. And so quarrel and hypocrisy is the main message coming through, but that we can change that by really coming into our own divine power and connecting with our divine purpose and dharma to really live our fullest life. So this is about aligning with the truth of who you are, speaking it out, singing it out, creating it out, painting it out, doing it and dancing it out, doing it in all the ways that really, really nourish your soul. Yeah. Okay. So what would it take to change the thought patterns that keep you tied to the illusion of stress and ground into your being, into the power of the present moment where only peace prevails? So this is a question you can ask yourself, and I want you now to really tune in. So we take a moment. This part of the session will be a healing expression, and so I invite you to take your time now to get really comfortable. Get comfortable, relax, put your feet on the ground, and invite you to really feel into the Mother Earth, the ground beneath your feet. Excuse me, I'm just putting the light from here. Really ground into that feeling of safety and groundedness, simplicity. And then at the same time, as you imagine roots going down into Mother Earth, taking some lovely deep breaths, really grounding into the truth and nature of your being, taking some time now, really just for you, to be in this present moment. And we're going to go and do a divine healing. So allow me to lead you. And feeling roots going down into the Mother Earth. You can imagine those roots growing and growing deeper and deeper into the crystalline core of Mother Earth. And really linking in with that energy, the deep energy that then can flow upwards through those roots into you. So really feeling that energy, the stability, the groundedness, and the energizing of the power of Mother Bhumi, Mother Gaia, the Earth Goddess, our dear Mother. And at the same time feeling this connection with our higher self, with the Creator, with the Divine, and imagining divine, beautiful golden light flowing through the top of your head, activating you and bringing that divine flow of energy through the top of your body and to your heart center, and through your solar plexus to your navel, to your sacral chakra, and then those the roots coming up can come through. The energy comes through your root chakra, and then they can both connect at your heart or at your womb space, either where you prefer. And I want you to really feel into this idea that the stress in your life is illusory, is an illusion. Why do I say that? Because in the present moment, here and now, there's nowhere you need to be. Everything can wait till later, and everything will really benefit so much from this moment that you take now for you. When we connect in the present moment, we re-energize our whole energetic system, our subtle body, our energetic body, our emotional body, our mental body. Everything gets regenerated when we can switch off the chatter of the mind that tells us that we're wrong, we're not good enough, we're not quick enough, we're not fast enough, we're not where we're supposed to be, or that we're needed somewhere, where actually I'm sure it's a fact that when we really take time to nurture ourselves within, we are much better set up, re-energized to deal with everything else that can come later. And our energy really starts to flow in accordance with the divine will, with a higher plan for ourselves. So I just want you to really ground into that. Really feel that within your heart, within your body, in your womb space, really feeling into that we can be here now, and that this is all for our higher good. And just allowing yourself to notice any strange sensations or any pain or anywhere in our body where we're tired. And just allow it to relax. Allow that pain to melt away. Let go of the tension in your shoulders. And really feel into this beingness, taking some lovely, divine, deep breaths. Okay, so now I want to ask you, what is stopping you from moving forward in your pursuits? So you can type it in the chat. I can see, I'm not sure there's any comments here yet. I'll just type it in the chat, and we're going to do an exercise of tapping. Now, I want you to keep in mind that if you need to stop at any point, this is going to be quite a deep practice. So I want you at any point to really feel into what you need. You may need to go and cry, you may need to have a cup of tea, you may need to just take a break, but really the idea is to stick with this, we're going to tap through a meditation. It's going to be pretty intense. Well, it may feel intense. What we're going to do is rewire the brain from anything that's keeping us stuck in this illusion of stress, in this illusion that we cannot meet our goals and dreams, that we cannot make our 10K months, that we cannot speak our truth, that we cannot sing from our heart and be appreciated for that, that we cannot create what we want to create in the world, and especially that we may have some fears about not being able to move forward in our business and in creating that life that we really want to create for ourselves and others. So every one of you has your unique gifts that the world needs. Whether it is I'm a single mum and my whole thing is I want to take care of my children, and at the same time I need to support myself. There's so much stress and tension around that. We're going to relieve some of that by helping you to tune into really deeply into receiving energy from source and messages from source. So what I've understood and what I've experienced over the many years of studying healing and Eastern methods of yoga meditation and all different types of shamanism and healing of all types is that the overarching theme is that we allow the false ego, to move out of the way as we allow creatrix, to create the goddess, divine couple, the divine flow through us in whatever form you see that. Maybe you don't believe in a divine couple as such, but you believe in nature, you believe in a creator of some sort, the universe, universal energy that flows through us. We can receive messages and guidance from a higher power. And this is the basics of all of these spiritual philosophies. So we're going to do that now. We're going to allow, and I'm going to guide you through. So for anyone that doesn't know about tapping, that we're going to tap in several places. So we tap here, just where the eyebrow meets the nose here, and then here on the side of the head, and then underneath the eye on this one, and then underneath here, and then just underneath the collarbone, and then just underneath the arm, and then on the top of the head. So here goes. I'm going to talk you through, and you just continue to tap. So into your head. Okay. I'm really not feeling good about this. I don't understand how this is going to work. I don't believe in myself. I don't believe in the spiritual mumbo jumbo. I don't believe I'm good enough. I'm just not good enough. Or another one we can do is on here. I'm not good enough at all. I'm never going to be able to do this business stuff. There's no way I'm going to be able to get over my fears. I'm really frightened of speaking on camera. There's no way that I can get through this. I'm never going to be able to do webinars. I'm never going to be able to show my gifts to the world. No one wants to see my gifts anyway. I should just stay at home and give my power away to everyone else. I'm never being creative. I'm just not a creative person. Who am I to be successful? Why should I be successful when there's so many people in the world that are better than me? Who cares about my stuff anyway? My work's no good. I haven't got anything to say. Who would want to hear me anyway? I'm not allowed to speak my truth. My truth is not worth speaking anyway. Who cares about what I've got to say? No one wants to know me anyway. I'm just full of nonsense. Useless. I'll never be good at any of this stuff. It's much better if I just keep quiet. I can never get what I want. I'll never get what I want. I never get what I want. I'm not trustworthy anyway. Who cares about what I do? It's not that good anyway. Who am I to change anything? Who am I to change my life? May as well just let everyone else get on with it. I'm just useless. Nobody cares about what I say or what I do. Everyone always ignores me. I'm not worth any value. I can't charge big prices for my courses. I can't charge high ticket for my work. No one will buy it. No one will buy my work at these prices that are so high. Who wants to buy my stuff anyway? Who cares about what I think? Who cares about anything that I do? There's many better people out there than me. I'm not worth anything. Okay. Take some lovely deep breaths. Just let any stress and tension go. Feel into your body and feel any shifts. Feel what is feeling different in your body and your frequency. Now, we said a lot of negative things. Those negative things we tapped out by changing the frequency. Now we're going to do another round of tapping. Okay. Again, we start here. Okay, even though I feel all these things, even though I feel like I'm not able to do what I want to do, that I can't meet my goals, that I'll never get there, that I'm not good enough, that I've got nothing to say, that my voice is not worth hearing, that my presentations aren't good enough, that I don't know where to start, that everyone else is better than me, that my work isn't good enough to change the world, that I'm not valuable enough to charge those prices, that I'm better off keeping quiet. No one wants my stuff anyway. That I'm useless or not valuable. That I can't charge what I want to charge. I completely and utterly love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. I completely, totally love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. I completely and truly love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. Yay, so now a few more deep breaths. Now what should have happened with the first one is that your energetic system is shifted. So those things that seem like negative things to say, because we were tapping, we were shifting them out of your frequency. And then what we installed as well is that this complete and utter self-love. So that you should now feel a shift in that and be able to, I mean, you can play this as many times as you want and go through it again and again and shift as much and as deeply as you can as you want to go. And then be ready to raise your voice. So if you want to activate your voice and amplify your message, this is the place to be. So yeah, really, really feeling into what is your message. I want you to write it down. Write it down now. What is your vision for your life? What is your message to the world? Just take a few moments and write that down. And now you should feel empowered. You should feel clearer. I want to know what really lights you up. What service do you really, really want to do in the world? What have you shut away? What have you stopped doing because of all other people's different opinions and maybe lack of time, maybe different responsibilities that you have? So if you really tune into that, what would you do with the rest of your time, with the rest of your days, if you had an opportunity? If you had the opportunity, which you do, you've got the rest of your lives. So what is the best use of that? As far as your vision is concerned, aim for the sky. What do you really want to do? What will it take for you to arise? And now what I want you to really understand about me. Why would you work with me? Well, I'm going to offer you later on. I'll be offering. You can come and jump on a call with me if you would like to work with me. So I'm just going to go through with your permission. That's okay. You can write. That's okay in the chat. How would you like that? Is everybody geared up for this? Oh, Susie's here. Susie, thank you so much for joining. Oh, it's beautiful. So glad you're here. So you can write in the chat if you give permission for me to tell you a little bit more about me, about my work. And so my name is Sarabi, and I am a transcendental, I always say transcendental healer, which makes me laugh. Transformational healer, and I have a foundation in yogic studies, a degree in Bhakti yoga, and also a couple of degrees in arts. I'm actually really, really fascinated and have a certification also in trauma release. And what I've done in my work is I combine all of those things, so arts and creativity, and also I do performing arts as well, so singing, music, and drama and theatre. So I bring all that together to help women, specifically women, to really feel into their purpose work, find their dharma, and bring that out in the most creative, beautiful ways possible, so that healing feels natural, it feels beautiful, and it doesn't feel clinical and forced and nasty. So my background is that I have had a lot of childhood trauma and significant events throughout my life that meant that I had complex post-traumatic stress disorder, which I found that the traditional methods or the clinical methods of healing were not for me, and I didn't want to take medication and be reliant on the medical system for my healing. So I tried many different routes of alternative therapies. I became a yoga teacher, a meditation teacher, and I traveled for many, many years in different countries, Africa, India, Nepal, studying meditation and yoga. And then I also studied trauma release in UK. And I have been really, really focused in on understanding how to heal, like I said before, how to heal with alternative methods. So this can include somatic work. So somatic really just means with the body, that body work methods, dance, yoga, and things like tapping, or things like rolfing, all of those types of things that involve body work, massage, and Chinese medicine, so acupressure, acupuncture. Those things have really interested me, really honing in on the subtle body and the gross body, the way it connects. So the fascia and how trauma shifts from our bodies when we can learn to release it, and then also how we re-energize and re-spiritualize ourselves after traumatic events. So that's my background, and how I use it is that I work with women to elevate them. I also use voice coaching, nada yoga, voice yoga, and sound healing with creative arts to really rehab, in a way, rehab women, but it's also at the same time really lift them up and empower them to step into their purpose work and really embody their true gifts. So when we are traumatized, we shut down various aspects of ourselves, and we close off to the world our gifts because we feel shame or repression or whatever it is. And so the process that I am, thank you for your messages. I'm just seeing Judy, Susie, thank you. Yeah, so now what I do is I help women to get their soul-aligned business going. So if you have an idea, say you're a healer, you're a meditation teacher, you're a coach, or anything like that, I can help you to bring your presentations together in a creative way, to empower you to step into your bold voice online and to really express yourself in the right ways that really captivates your audience. So this is known as attraction marketing. So I'll be helping with that. That's what I do. That's been a more recent thing. Like the last year or so, I've been really studying that with some of the best mentors in the world. So now I bring that together. So for example, say you would like help to help with your voice. Then I work with a deep meditation into where the issues may have stemmed from, and then I help you to clear all of that, and then to empower you to really reach for your goals in singing out your best voice. And the same with your visual presentations. So I also encourage with that creativity and activating deep healing as the root of our full self-expression. Okay, so this is some of my work. So I've worked with various beautiful women. The first one you can see, if you're seeing this on the PowerPoint, you can see that the lovely Basiko. So Basiko came to me and she was struggling with her family, in particular her mother. She was wanting to sing, and her mother had wanted to be a singer. So there was some family issue there, and we worked with her voice, with her presence, with her self-image, so that she could really stand in her Empress nature, to really feel into her purpose work, really start to come strong in her video work. And really what we did was mostly energetic, and the result is that in all these areas she moved forward with positivity and strength, and she was able to really embody her sacred business. She's an oracle, divine oracle and sacred dance teacher, so that's a beautiful Basiko. Next is the lovely, 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 lovely Sophie. And Sophie is a healer herself. She's a trauma therapist and marriage coach. And she came to me, she was having some blockages around her voice. So we did some healings on that, and she was really, really happy that lots of things shifted for her after the sessions. And she said that we'd touched and healed her issues around her spiritual and physical voice that she'd been afraid of touching for nearly 30 years. So, and I must say that that is something that a lot of the women that work with me say, that they had held something so deep from their childhood that they had not expressed to anyone through shame and silencing, and they had been able to express that and then stand in their power. And she also said that this helped her with completely different pathways in her business. So her business expanded and it felt soul aligned. So this is really great. This is the objective. This is how it can help you also. And this is Gabriella. So she is Gabriella is a beautiful healer as well. She is doing energy work. She's a healer. She is what's that healing modality she does? I have to find that out. She was really grateful for the time that we had together, and it helped her with her childhood emotions. So this is another thing that people often say, that they come to me and we do these exercises and they clear childhood emotions that have kept them holding them back from stepping into their full potential. And Gabriella now, she's being so creative. I've seen her doing so many paintings, and she's moved house. She's moved to UK. She's having a really lovely time, full life, and very inspired, and really doing it with her artworks. It's so beautiful to see. And she also said actually that she recommends me to anyone who wants to clear out blockages and beliefs around owning your voice and expressing yourself. So owning your voice doesn't just mean your physical voice. It can mean like the way you present yourself to the world, the way you speak your truth, and in whatever manner that comes out of you. And these are my other lovely clients, Kelly, Dr. Nikita, and Rolav, and they all three of them had sexual abuse trauma from their childhoods, and they have just flourished. Kelly here has had her first 30K week. Kelly was really, really traumatized from a psychopath in her family and sexual abuse in her childhood. And she really cleared so much trauma in just 3 sessions. And she said it had cleared more trauma more effectively than anything else she tried, including plant medicine. And she's a shaman also, so that was really great that she was able to do that. Dr. Nikita, she's also a shaman and she's a naturopath, and she cleared so much as well, and childhood sexual trauma came up from her childhood that she'd never been able to speak about before, and she was able to speak about that and finally get the healing that she needed. And now she's gone back to her birthplace of India where this trauma happened, and she was able to do that with grace without being triggered by the previous issues. And she's also flourishing now with her business. It's beautiful to see her online. And last but not least, the amazing Rolav, who also had childhood sexual abuse. And she was also a singer. And so she came to me, and with everyone, I do some type of vocal exercises. And she really flourished with this. She was able then to go on and create her first album, which she's now having professionally mastered. So you can contact her for a copy. And I'm really just so excited to see how she develops next. It's beautiful. It's so amazing and wonderful. I feel so honoured to being able to work with all these lovely women and help them with their process. Okay, my lovelies. So let's see. Now, if you would like to find out more, or if you'd like to, you can book a chat with me. I'm not selling anything on this video, but what I am asking you to do is, if you would like to find out more about any of my courses, which I will post about, you've seen I've got the Stress-Free Goddess course. I've also got the Soulful Voice Academy, which the course from the Soulful Voice Academy is Unleash Your Soulful Voice. Yeah, Unleash Your Soulful Voice. And also I'm doing a 21 days awakening the goddess within, which is a beautiful short course. So if you'd like to find out any more about any of those, please message me, or you can also go to https://surabhisecrets.youcanbook.me. So that's surabhisecrets.youcanbook.me, and I'm going to post that in the chat. So really, really, really grateful to you all for coming along. Thank you so much for everyone that attended in person, and also to you who are going to be on watching the replay. And really, really love you all. I hope you really benefited from this meditation. Watch it as many times as you like, and message me for anything you want to ask. Okay, lots of love. I'm going to close off now. So my love to you. Take care, everyone.